And we are up and running, and we have another morning with the wonderful Claire at Introbiz Sweden.
Good morning. Thank you so much, Paul. Good morning, everybody. Claire Rees from Introbiz Sweden. And as Paul introduced me, I'm going to introduce Paul. Today, we're going to talk about, do you practice your bragging rights in your business? No? Well, listen to our wonderful Paul Rees, and he will explain why it's important to practice your bragging rights in your business. And we are up and running. So over to you, Paul Rees.
Hi, everybody. Good morning, and thank you for your space, and thank you for your time and everything else that you've gifted to me on the screen today. So we're gonna recap on some of the conversations we had on our call last night. We're gonna recap on that today. So the most important thing that we fail to use within our business opportunity is actually to practice our business bragging rights. And let's just touch on this. And here's the thing: is that when we sell our business, people fail to sell themselves in their business. They feel that just by almost camouflaging what I'm going to say are your weaknesses. Now, what I mean by that, Gareth, is that through life, we tend to fail to really use the best portions of us to present our business. And what I mean by this, I'm going back to the bragging rights, going back to where, Stefan, we are able to stand fast and project out the best of us, the best parts of us, the strongest, the emotional strongest parts of us, which is what your clients and customers would feel. Let me just relay this to you. Your self-sales quality. Just think about that. Self-sales quality. Self-sales quality there, Stefan, comes from your self-worth, comes from your self-confidence, and comes from your ability to stand on platform and say, Gareth, I am the best at what I do. That doesn't make you the best person. It makes you the best at what you do. And very few people in business actually demonstrate that with authenticity. They'll do it. They'll cover themselves. They'll cover their doubts from behind a suit. I did that for many years. Many years I put on the slickest of suits to cover up what was my lack of worth, my lack of confidence in selling my business and projecting out that I'm the best at what I do. We often come on, and when we create, and we're going to do next week, we're touching on your 60-second pitches. But when we come out and we pitch our business, we pitch in what is the skill of the business, not the skill of us. We pitch what the business is good at, but not what we are good at in life that created the business in the first place. If we look at Sue Worrell on the bottom, she has an art of really pushing out what she is skilled at doing, and that's why she actually runs her business. She doesn't say the business is healthy. She says, I am healthy. And I've created a business from the knowing of how healthy I am and my health skills. So Sue will always brag out, I'm the best at what I do. I'm hugely skilled at what I am. And that's why I run a health business. When I sell my business, I project out what I'm good at in my life. I am great at lifestyle freedom. That is my skill, is understanding how to maximize every 24 hours within a given day. That's something I'm really skilled at doing. And the reason why I do is because I like to maximize everything that happens within my day. So I go to bed at night feeling I have the best experience I can from that given day that was presented in front of me. That's my bragging right. I don't know why I'm good at it, but I just am, Gareth. I absolutely enjoy getting the most experience out of every opportunity that's put in front of me, and I never water that down. It can be something from as simple as camping to customize my van. These personal skills are what allow me to be the best coach that I am in my business. So what we do is we have to look at the what we doubt. We have to look at the doubt. So when we're standing, we're projecting our business out to our customers and our clients. We have to first go back there, and Camilla is really working on this. And I love about Camilla. She's really analyzing her micro doubts in her business from herself. Think about that, Gareth, your micro doubts. We all have them. It's an impossibility not to have them, otherwise we'd stop growing. But here's the thing, I mentioned this many times, when you decide to run a business, you give up your God-given right not to develop yourself. You have to develop, you have no choice. I mean, as you all know this. But then what you're doing is, so today we're talking about how you project the confidence of you out past your business message, and emotionally, the client becomes attracted to that confidence, becomes attracted to that person's confidence. So let me just touch on this because it's quite technical. So let's go back to your self-sales quality. Now, a self-sales quality isn't a lead generating company. It's not a marketing company. It's the level of self-worth that you're projecting out and the confidence that you are selling within your business. Now, let's remember, Gareth, we're not selling a business, we're selling you. We're selling Paul, Isatu, Camilla, Heather, Sue, and Stefan. That's what we're selling. So, Stefan, when you are promoting out your business, are you just promoting the actual product, or are you promoting Stefan, then the product? It goes in that order always. So I have to promote Paul first and then the coaching. It doesn't go the other way around, but so many have it wrong. They think that by designing the best logo, having the funkiest name, having even the best looking product is actually what's going to make the sale. It's not. It's the integrity and the authenticity of your belief, of your self-worth, that's going to make the sale, nothing else. I have found that my hardest times in my pipeline, filling my pipeline, has been when I've been at my lowest ebb in my belief system of myself, but not in business, but in personal life. So I found that when I increase my self-belief in my personal life, that then organically increases my bragging rights in my business life. It never goes the other way around. We can't hide a belief system behind a business, or I say a low belief system behind a business. It's an impossibility because we're attracted to the confidence levels of people. We're attracted to singers because of the confidence they have when they're projecting out the message to the thousands of people from stage. Now, if we could have two, again, I've mentioned this in the past, we can have two exact same business people selling the exact same product, looking exactly the same, dressed the same way, even the same names, the same logos. But we are guaranteed to be attracted to the person with the highest level of self-worth and authenticity. And they wouldn't even have to speak. We will naturally just get drawn that way, if you carry that authenticity yourself. When you look at the measure of your business now there, Heather, and you look at it and think, okay, where is my level of success right now? That level of success is dictated by the level of confidence that you are projecting out through your bragging rights within your business. How many of you are prepared to stand up and say, you know what, I am brilliant at what I do at a networking event? Isn't that crazy? So when you register your business, it's your given right to stand up and say, the reason why I do this in my business is because I'm the best at what I do. But the reason why I'm the best at what I do is because I do this in my life to be the best at what I do. I don't run a business because I wish to take time. I run a business because I'm an exceptionally brilliant at making time through my business. Because I'm a lifestyle entrepreneur, or a lifestyle businessman, or a lifestyle coach. I just know how to do that. And then I've focused on that because that's my purpose. That's what fits my heart. So you have to really look at why first, when I'm looking at my business, and I'm looking at how I'm selling my business, where's that message coming from? Is it coming from, no, I'm not going to use the word desperation because that's too negative. Is it coming from a place where I am hiding behind my business and then just selling a business message? You see, when we look at how we sell our business, we have to actually start from the business front door, shop window, and work ourselves back. So when we deliver a message, we're delivering first ourselves through the message, Gareth. I'm Paul Rees. I'm a business coach. This is why. Then from that message, you will go to the next. So why I'm a business coach is this is why I this is why I decided to be a business coach, because this is what it does for me in my life. Then from there, I then created this product because I could see how this could help so many other people because it came easy for me. Then you're selling your product out because you're actually selling a solution then because you've created that for yourself. Now, ISO2, because I've championed that, there's authenticity behind the bragging, right, and behind the sale. People now are attracted to that because it's real. It's real. So many right now are failing to practice what is authenticity. They're bragging, right, by even saying, do you know what, my pipeline is dry. I'm speaking to so many people online that are standing in front of me saying, hey, Paul, how are you doing? I said, well, how are you doing first? I'm doing fine, really? Well, I'm not. My business is running on fumes. Oh, thank you for saying that, because so is mine. I said, you had the chance to be authentic then. So which means that you're doing that in front of people all over the world in your screen, which means they are feeling the lack of authenticity in your message. It's okay to brag that you're not doing well. But when we say not doing well, what we're actually saying is, ISO2 is right now, my pipeline is dry. Actually, my pipeline is dry right now, guys. I'm probably running on at the most 25% capacity right now at this given point. I have several projects that are working in the background that have to come together for me to get to 50 to 60% capacity. If I do not, then like any other business, the doors would close. I am bragging to you that I am doing everything here to change how I run my business in order for that to be successful, which means I'm practicing my entrepreneurial business mindset. That's the confidence you have from me right now, is that Paul is actually thinking outside of his box to keep his business going and to keep the success of his business online, to keep the success of it on target. So I've given myself probably 6 months with this current project plan. If this is not successful, I'll close my doors. I am bragging to you guys that I am working here to make that change. Very few people are actually sharing that until they stand in front of you and you get through the layers of synthetic behavior in business. They head and say, okay, you're not really doing well, but you actually are, because you're now pivoting. You're now really thinking about your business. That's a bragging right, Gareth. Be authentic. Tell people, I'm at this given place. I've spoke to over the last probably month, I've spoke to many people and shared where I am in my pipeline, and the amount of reach out that I've had in the sense of people come to me, okay, let me do this with you. Because they're in the same place also. So it's creating collaborations. But if we don't talk about that, we don't brag about where we are and how we are pivoting in that business, well, nobody's gonna reach into you. Do you see? So it goes two ways. We're bragging how great we are, but also bragging how great I am getting me out of this current situation. It's okay. It's okay. Don't resist to being synthetic with what's going on in your business. Resist hiding with what's going on in your business. Actually gets nowhere. Even if you do camouflage your current situation, I'm not saying everybody's in that. My business is right now. I've had some great calls, some great people that helped me pivot in a different way. I'm not saying everybody's in that, but if you're in that position, then look at how it is you want to project that out, so people get to understand actually how hard you are working to get from this situation, which makes you a better business person. Because now I've got confidence to say, well, I'm going to work with Paul Rees because he just worked out of a current situation that I won't even tell people I'm in. Is that mad? Is that odd? So let's go back to the self-sales quality. I'm selling to you guys saying that I'm a business coach. The climate is in this current situation, and I know that I've reached out to the right people, or reaching out to people, because I'm saying my pipeline is like this at the moment. So I am working and pivoting in all ways I can, which means that makes me a good business person then. Everybody get that? We're looking at it in a very different way. But if you do not, then what you're doing is you're resisting the reach out and the reach in that's available as business people. So many people are afraid to practice that, for sure. I want you guys to think about how you are demonstrating out through your pitch. I want you to think about the layers, Stefan, within your pitch. This is going to be for next week. When we come on next week, what I want you to guys is think about, okay, so I'm going to pitch my business in a very different way. I'm going to pitch first me, not my business. I'm going to pitch me, Gareth. I'm going to pitch, you're going to get, I've got 60 seconds. So I'm going to give you, I'm going to break this up in 3 sections. The first one is going to be, this is Gareth, this is why you're talking to me. Not because I'm a business, because I'm a real person. Then the second section is going to be, this is Gareth, and this was my journey to this point in my business. This is why I've got my business. Not because I'm interested in the service or I'm interested in money, because this is what it means to my heart and the message to people. Then the third section is going to be, and this is what I can, this is a solution I can offer you because of why I run my business. Not because of the product, because of why I run my business. That's what we're going to look at next week, is in the pitch in that way. So there's 3 layers to it there, Heather, okay? Something very different. But what's happened is we become very stuck on how it is we promote our business, because within that pitch, there is nothing about ourselves. There's no bragging rights about ourselves. We're purely focused on, here's the product, this is what I'm selling, it's a black pen, it'll work for you, do you want to buy it? That's it. It's empty. It's emotionally empty. And when we are promoting our business, so many messages are emotionally empty when we're promoting our business. You can go on any networking event and you can have a networking event that's got 3 screens deep, but you'll find every pitch is emotionally empty. And what happens is when we are listening to anybody talk and there's no emotion behind it, we switch off, because it's not resonating with any part of us. So effectively, all those people in there, what they are demonstrating now, one is a huge lack of worth, is panic, and then they're hiding behind a business message, a business pitch. It gets lost. If you've got 60 people on a platform, I've been there, 20 pitches in, everybody switched off. The other 40 pitches are no more than white noise going on in the background. Fact, that is. That's fact. So you have to appreciate the authenticity of yourself being presented in your message, in your business. Then you put the message of the business behind that, never the other way around. And again, Sue is a fine example of that, because she always talks about herself, her journey. She always talks about why health is important to her for herself, then why the business comes from that. I know, because I've been involved with a project with her for the last 8 months or so. Absolutely. So Isa too, when you give your message, when you talk about your business, I want you to think about, what's it mean to my heart first? You know, when I talk about my marriage is a business effectively. Children are a business, because we have to create those children to become efficient in their life. Marriage means you're joined in a relationship with someone. You have to create efficiency in your life. It's no different to running a business, if you look at it that way. So my job is to make my wife love her, not her love me. My job is to make Deb love Deb. So by doing that, I have to offer her all my authenticity. I have to get myself out the way. I have to get my doubts out the way, my disappointments. I have to get my lack of self-worth out the way, to know that I am projecting my love for Deb in one direction. Deb, you look beautiful. Deb, you love you. Actually, Deb, you're better than, you could have someone better than me. We don't talk about, well, I've said that. I do know I'm punching above my weight for sure. But, you know, what I'm doing is, though, I am feeding the self-worth of that person so she can become far greater than what I could ever be. So in that sense, that business then, which would be Deb, is going to project out a self-worth far greater than what she's feeling right now. And people are going to be attracted into that. And how that has worked is because Deb is full capacity always with her clients. If you know Deb as a person, no self-worth when we met. Now, I'm not saying I've done that. All I've done is projected it one way where I am going to give everything to her, then she can decide whether she wishes to love me back or not. You see? So I'm giving everything out to my clients. Then you decide whether you wish to love that or not. Allowing that authenticity of sale is then what creates confidence for yourself. I'm not asking anybody to purchase from me today. I'm asking you to leave you and be better than what you are before you come on. That's my aim here today. Now, organically, you're going to come back because we now have synergy. We're now attracted to each other. That's Mother Nature. But you have to put that into your business. So look at the personal part of your life. What are you projecting into it? The reason why Heather wears the hats is because it's part of her. We could say, yes, Heather's doing it because, you know, it creates a viewpoint, but it's part of her. Somewhere in her life, there was an emotional event where the hats and these events created, I'm going to say, a pivot point of happiness. We all have these tiny pivot points of happiness in our life. They then create an event. They create a repeated event in our life. And we have to look at how we practice in that. We get a bit technical here, and I shouldn't really go that deep with this. I do apologize. I do. So what I just want you to think about now is, okay, my message has 3 portions to it. Why me first? How I evolved that into a business, and then the solution. That's what you're looking at. That creates layers to your bragging rights. But you have to look at where your resistances are. So where am I unauthentic in my message? Which means when I'm delivering my message, where am I actually creating a synthetic delivery to cover up what is my doubts there either to in my business? But that comes from the personal part of you, not your business part. Does that make sense there, guys? Okay. Thank you ever so much. We just did drop on this. We did the whole thing last night. So I don't know if that's available there. Claire will let us know if that's available online. But thank you ever so much, guys, for sharing.
Thank you so much, Paul. And as per usual, amazing. I actually love that we do it on a Wednesday night and then it's reinforced on a Thursday morning as well, because you sleep on it and then you've got time then to actually put something into practice. So when you talk about it the second time, for me, it's just like, it just crosses the I's and dots the T's. So thank you so much. That's just absolutely amazing again. So what we'll do now is, if everybody has a 30 seconds, just because this is live and it's going out on YouTube, just say your name, what your business is, and just try and keep it quite short, 30 seconds, and then I'll turn the live off and then we can have a free for all, and then we can ask Paul any questions. And there's a couple of people on here that we don't know, so we'll give them a little bit of time for a longer pitch as well. Is that okay? Fabulous. So I'm going to go to, and do you know what? Let's see if we can beat last night's pitches, because they were amazing, off the wall last night. They were fantastic pitches, because everybody dug deep and listened to what Paul said, and their pitches were just, well, I think that every pitch was amazing, wasn't it? Yeah. So I'm going to go to the first person on my screen. So Isa.
Yeah, hello. I'm Aisatu. I'm a business development student in college, and I'm doing my internship with Claire. I'm here because I'm beautiful, I'm strong, I'm hardworking, and to work on my confidence. In the future, I would like to work as a business developer in the healthcare sector. Thank you.
Fantastic. Thank you so much, Isa. Brilliant. Over to Camilla.
Okay, hello. My name is Camilla, and I'm the owner of Work Vision. And I'm a values and a culture expert for progressive leaders and organizations. And I do that through gender equality, diversity, and inclusion. And I help you as a leader to be a great leader that in the end can create happier working force, lower job turnover, easier recruiting people, and to find top talents, high job satisfaction, high productivity, and in the end, high results, because you're taking care of all the employees' full potential capacity. And you are in the end going to be the leader of the future and the organization of the future. So, and if you think about sometimes that it may be too expensive to go and work with this in your whole organization, you have to ask yourself how much the inequality organization costs you today. How does it cost you to not being included and diverse? And I promise you, extremely expensive for you. So contact me so we can work on your leadership for the future. Thank you.
Fantastic. Thank you so much, Camilla. That was brilliant. Thank you. Over to Heather.
Good morning, everybody. Good morning. It is fika time, because fika is coffee, cake, conversation. I always have a cup with me because I'm a connection alchemist. It's about the relationships that we build in our businesses and in our lives that are the basis of all of our success. And fika, if you don't know, as I say, is coffee, cake, conversation in Sweden. But let's embrace it. Let's take it around the world, because, as I say, the start of every great relationship is just sitting down and talking to somebody. It's also the basis of great mental health, because if you need to, as Paul says, just reach out, ask somebody how they're doing, but tell them that they're awesome. And it's an amazing way to start to do anything. So we do this, as I say, through my gorgeous coffee, but also through supporting small businesses to grow to be the most awesome that they can, because everything that they do is based on the relationships between them, their team, the people they want to, what's the word I'm looking for? It begins with a C, collaborate. That's the one, collaborations. You've got to have great collaborations to build your business. So if you want to start a great conversation, please just get in touch.
Also, thank you so much, Heather. Brilliant. Over to Sue. I'm loving this morning.
Hi, everyone. My name is Sue Worrell. I'm a clinical nutritionist and have been for over 30 years. I'm fitter, healthier, and more vibrant at 73 than I was when I was 30. So I love and I'm passionate about health. I am a founder of the Health Hub Academy, which is a resource for all things health. And our aim is to empower health to thrive globally. Our big new project is on trial now. It's called Walk the Weight Off Mind and Body, holistic program. We are starting our first trial walk on a big beach in our local coast next Monday. So go into Facebook, go onto LinkedIn, go onto Instagram, look for Sue Worrell, and you'll see all the information you need about Walk the Weight Off Mind and Body.
Fantastic. Also, thank you so much, Sue. And who's next on my screen after Sue? Gareth. Sorry,
yes, hi,
Stefan.
guys.
Sorry, Stefan. You were first on and you're last on my screen. I'm so sorry, Gareth.
Hi, guys. I'm Gareth. I'm based in Norway, not Sweden, but that's okay. And I've got a business called My Freedom Spirit, helping people with their health, wealth, and self. I'm really interested in personal development, living longer, living healthier, getting the most you can out of every day. And it took me a long time to find out how to do that. I hid behind a suit for many, many years and behind a business. But you know, if you're interested in getting more out of life, mainly initially in wealth, because I found that enables us to do everything else that we want to do when we're financially free. Then give me a call or get in contact on myfreedomspirit.com.
Fantastic, brilliant. Thank you so much, Gareth. And yeah, sorry, Stefan, over to you. Sorry,
Thank you. No problem. So I'm Stefan Lundgren. I'm the owner of Retail Senses Design. I sit in Sweden in the south. I spent 20 plus years in the Middle East building retail spaces. And from there, I picked up the importance of creating a experience for the consumers, not just a concrete box where people come in and pick their product and leave. And especially now after Corona, when brick and mortar stores are becoming more important again, an experience is going to be much more important. And I can help with that through light, sound, and scent, where the lighting is very important, the right sound system, and more importantly, the right type of music for your brand, and also scent, where scent is the strongest sense for memories that we have. So a right scent is very important. So that's Stefan Lundgren, Retail Senses. Thank you very much.
Fantastic. Thank you very much. And my name is Claire Rees, and I am the Intrabiz franchise director for Intrabiz Sverige, Sweden. And I absolutely love developing these networking events to help people grow and organizing all these trainings like the ones that we've just had from Paul. So next week, we're going to be talking about your 60-second pitch, but we're not going to be talking about the business. We're going to be talking about you. Are you ready for this? I am.